So some new video shows an inmate at the Tangipahoa Parish Jail climbing over a razor wire fence. Take a look at this. And then he makes it over and he made a run for it. And this evening, that inmate still has not been captured. This is the second time that inmate has escaped in a year, and he's facing a murder charge. And last night, it took 6 hours for Tangipahoa jail staff to even realize he was missing. Rachel Hanley joining us now live from outside the jail. Rachel, any sign he'd be captured soon?
Well, what we do know is that there have been at least a couple of leads as to where he is. A few hours ago, we heard from Sheriff Gerald Sticker, and he says overnight around 3 a.m., they had gotten a tip that somebody who matched this inmate's description was seen in the Baptist area. He says that his deputies, surrounding sheriff's office deputies, canine units, drones were all sent out there to try and find him, but they could not. They said last he had heard that a person was seen running into the woods, and they don't know for sure that it was him, but it was somebody matching his description. And then during that press conference earlier this afternoon, Sheriff Sticker said they had gotten another tip that they were actively looking into at that time, and that was around 2 o'clock this afternoon. So we know that there have been a couple of leads, but as you said, at this point he is still out. And whatever we heard from him today, Sheriff Sticker also laid out a timeline of this escape, and he explained the multiple security failures at this jail that allowed it to happen. A Tangipahoa Parish inmate is on the run again. Sheriff Gerald Sticker says the escape started in the dorms.
They stopped up a shower and flooded it. As a result, a deputy was dispatched to the back.
During the chaos that followed, Sticker says jail employees left doors to the dorm and the outside open at the same time. 2 inmates, Trayvon Johnson and Trevon Wallace, ran out. Wallace was found on jail property. A routine count a couple hours later showed no one was missing. Then that night, someone anonymously called to ask if Johnson was still locked up.
So at that time, jail staff went back to the dorm where he was assigned. He was not there.
That's when the sheriff's office looked back at security video and saw this. Wallace had helped Johnson over the razor wire fence. Sticker says he used a towel or a blanket to protect his hands at the top, then he made a run for it. Some of that razor wire was put in place after Johnson himself and 3 others escaped from the jail a year ago.
It's ridiculous.
People who live by the jail told us they're in disbelief that the same person was able to get out twice.
Back in the day when I was going to jail, and it wasn't like that. You couldn't get out them jailhouses. And now, to me, you just walking out the door.
Sticker says he's tried to get Johnson transferred out of jail before because of the previous escape and how serious his charges are. He was arrested after a home invasion in 2022 that left a man dead and his 12-year-old daughter with multiple gunshot wounds. Sticker says since the first escape, he's also been trying to make improvements to the jail.
I took over a jail, quite frankly, that was a mess. I'm not making excuses, I'm just stating objective facts.
And while his department looks for Johnson, he says he plans to double down on training. But after seeing 2 escapes, at least one neighbor isn't so sure that'll matter.
I just need a new jail back there. Need a new jail, just straight up about it. Need a new jail.
Sheriff Sticker says at this point, 4 employees from the jail are on administrative leave while they investigate this escape. In Inmate, Rachel Hanley, WWL Louisiana.
All over the public remaining vigilant. Thank you so much.